Okay, so if there is one thing I really wish Christians would stop saying, it is, I'm broken. And the reason is it's so heartbreaking because I know that a lot of Christians have heard a lot of pastors, preachers, well-meaning brothers and sisters in Christ been saying, we're all broken people living in a broken world, but that's okay because, hey, God uses broken people. And I know that sounds really good, but the problem is it's not biblical. We need to learn to become who we already are. In fact, the Bible tells us in 2 Corinthians 5:17, when we become a Christian, we become a new creation in Christ Jesus. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things have become new. And it tells us in Colossians chapter 2, verse 10, that we are complete in Christ. And then 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 3 says, God has given us all things that pertain to life and godliness. So what does all things mean? All things, everything we need to live a victorious, godly life, to be who we are and not who we were. In fact, I'm afraid what happens is when many of us think, hey, we're broken, that we kind of legitimize our failures and our flaws instead of saying we can be victorious and more than conquerors through Christ who saved us. And what I'm afraid happens is that every time we say we're broken, we hold ourselves captive to who we were instead of walking in who we are, a new creation in Christ Jesus. We are learning to become practically who we already are positionally. That's a journey. It's going to take time. It doesn't happen overnight. Give yourself some grace, but also don't let it become your excuse for not living out who you are in Christ now. Stop looking in the rearview mirror of your life and start living out who you are today, a new creation in Christ, an heir of God and a joint heir with Jesus Christ. That's who you are. So stop saying you're broken and determine to become who you already are.